Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Choice, Change, and Action podcast. So, you are with me, your host, Simone Milasas. Well, actually, you're with me, but you've also got this guy here. This is a magic dragon. His name is Blaze. And this is one of Dr. Dane Here's dragons. And I think he just wanted to say hello. I have two dragons and I love them. I love them. Yep, I'm weird and I love it. Are you weird and do you love it? Because why the hell would you not choose that if you are? Okay? Be different. Don't try and be like everybody else. It's boring. So I am on my own today and I figured we had so many questions that were sent in about relationships. I do want to put something in here now. If there's any topics that you want me to talk about, or if you have questions specifically, we're going to put a shout out into my social media for topics, questions you have around money, questions you have around business. It's like these are anything, but these are a lot of the I guess like the topics that I talk about, and I have a lot of access consciousness tools that can create a lot of freedom for you. So I did one a couple of weeks ago on relationships, and I only got to a few of the questions. So I'm going to keep going with this. Okay. So here's another question that was sent in. Why do I keep choosing the same type of person? That's a really interesting question. Now, you're asking me all these questions. The best thing you can do too is ask yourself the same question. So this is how you could do this. What do I love about keep choosing the same type of person? Because if you keep choosing it, there's something you love about it, even though you go, no, I don't love it. And everything that is times a godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, proverts, creation, spaces, and beyond. Again, that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. You can find out more at theclearingstatement.com with myself and Dr. Dane here. So I actually have my own personal story about this that maybe, every time I tell a story, I'm hoping it gives you some sense of freedom, because this is not about me. It's about you. Okay. I record these podcasts because I would like you to have more freedom. I would like you to have more ease in your life. I would like to help you in some way choose something greater and something different if you choose. Trust me, I can't make you choose anything. It's all on you. And Access Consciousness has given me so much freedom in the tools, and it still continues to give me a lot of freedom. We just got back from Uluru. We did a class there. It's the middle of Australia. Big red rock. Wow. Well, there are a lot of changes for me. Oh my goodness. And really confronting. Okay. I've been using Access Consciousness tools for over 25 years, and it's still sometimes it's so in my face, the limitations that I'm choosing, and I'm asking to choose something different. And I will always choose something different. Sometimes I might stumble and fall. Sometimes I might make it a little bit more dramatic than it needs to be. Oh yeah, it doesn't need to be dramatic at all. But I will keep choosing. Will you keep choosing? No matter what it takes, no matter what it looks like, for you, for the planet, for consciousness. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the question, why do I keep choosing the same type of person? So something I noticed I did for a really long time was I would always choose to be with men who judged me and my body the same as I judged me and my body. So whatever judgments I had of my body, they also had the same. Now, why would I choose that? Then I could make my judgments real and true. So how many of you are choosing the same type of person because they have the same vibration and the same vibration that you have, all the judgments that you have of you? So then you go, see, my judgments are real and true. So everything that is times a godzillion when you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, proverts, creation, spaces, and beyonds. I actually had a friend of mine, this is so long ago, so many years ago, and he said to me, you know what, you should probably sleep with this guy who's in America because he's really kind, and you'll find out what it's like to sleep with someone who's kind. He was, whatever, I did my homework. And he stayed over the night, and in the morning, I rang my friend. I got up and I was like, hey, I'll be back in a second. I walked down the street and I rang my friend. I said, you have to help me. And he said, why? And I said, I want to fucking kill him. And he said, why? And I said, because he's so kind. Here's the thing, guys. You say you desire kindness. You say you desire someone who is kind and nurturing and all of this for you. Are you? Are you willing to receive it? Because for me, I was more willing to receive people who were mean, men in my life who were mean to me or had judgments of me, because it made what I was choosing right. It made all of my limitations right. It sort of validated them. And I could also control it in some way. Look at the energy of that. And now somebody comes in who's really kind and just sees me and just goes, hi. And, all your lumps and bumps and everything that you've decided is bad, terrible, awful, and wrong about your body, they're just like, hi, this is good. This is fun. This tastes good. This smells good, blah, blah, blah. And you just receive it. So how many of you are choosing the same type of person so you can control it? And everything at that is times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, spaces, and beyonds. And like I said, if there's something that you are choosing on a regular basis, ask yourself, what do you love about it? Like I did the same thing with money because I kept creating debt. So I would ask myself over and over again, it's like, what do I love about creating debt? What do I love about creating debt? What do I love about creating debt? And every time something came up, sometimes it was cognitive, like I had a word or some verbiage sentence or a reference to something. Sometimes it was just an energy. But one of the things I got to with that is I realized, oh, it's familiar. I know it. Same thing with relationships. You keep choosing the same type of person. What do you love about choosing the same type of person? How many of you it's familiar? You know it. You know it. Somewhere in this your insane mind, you think it's predictable. Have you realized, have you acknowledged that nothing is predictable? So everywhere that you are choosing the same type of person because it's familiar and you know it and you think it's predictable, will you please destroy and uncreate it? What if you started choosing unpredictable? Everything at that is times a godzillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, spaces, and beyonds. So the next question is, how do you rebuild trust after something breaks? Interesting question. And what if nothing's broken? What if something changed? And what if something is now different? So also, I'm a big believer in don't choose a relationship because you think a relationship is a necessity. You're okay to be on your own. You're okay to be in a relationship. You should have choice every single day. So if something has quote unquote broken, it could be many, many different things, and you're attempting to rebuild trust, take a few steps back. Have you done what you were meant to do together? Is the relationship done? Is it time to choose something different? Now, not from resistance and reaction. I'm leaving. We're done. What would it take to live in a world where you chose relationship and you knew when it was done and you were willing to have, put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, and have a chat and say, hey, I'm so grateful for you. And have we done what we're meant to do together? Simply ask that question. And don't have the conversation before you have it. Ask the question, okay? I've had this conversation twice. Once, the person said no, which was a lie because we were done. The second time, the person went, well, we could part. Is that actually what we desire? And we ended up having this really beautiful conversation about the gratitude that we had for each other. And it shifted everything and it changed everything. So that's a great question you could ask. It's like, have we done what we were meant to do together? But please, guys, please, 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 please. This is not about accusing anyone. It's not about threatening. It's not about making someone wrong whilst deciding that you're right. No, relationship done different. It's about creating a creationship where two people come together that are going to create at least 20 times more because you're together. And it's not about necessity. It's about choice. You have to get that. So if you can put your big girl, big boy pants on, take a big breath and have that conversation and go, okay, so what would need to change in order for this relationship to work? Is that person capable of that? Are you capable of that? Do you want to change something? Okay. Just because you've decided that something needs to change doesn't mean that person's actually going to choose it. And it may be asking them, or it may be just like in your head, okay, so truth, will this person change this? If you get a no, why are you pushing for it? Why are you forcing it? I know they say there's plenty of fish out there in the sea and who wants to date a fish? And yet, why are you pushing or forcing something into existence when you could have something different and you could possibly have something greater? If you're willing to follow the energy and let consciousness lead you and allow something different and allow something greater to show up, you need to be out of control. Will you? Will you now choose to be out of control with relationships? What if relationship was an adventure? What if relationship is an adventure that you have not been choosing to live? Because you've been trying to create a life that is predictable, where you can control your partner or be controlled yourself. You can be, miserable 50% of the time, but oh, yay, we're joyful the other 50%. Is that enough for you? What else is possible? Truly, dear universe, what else is possible? So I think having a conversation, like the vulnerable conversation of just like, but have it with you first. Do you actually desire this to keep moving forward? And if not, okay, what do you need to change? Okay, the next one is how to keep the spark alive. I love this question, and I tell you why. Do you know how many females ask this as well? Do you know how many men wait for the females to give a signal to say, yes, let's go? I'm talking about sex and copulation, okay, to keep that spark alive. They've been taught not to make a move unless you say so. But here's the thing, ladies. It's like, how much friggin' subtext do you use rather than actually just asking for what it is you desire? Okay. So for me, I think some of the things that you can do too is like, don't be predictable. Jump out of the routine. I've never been in a relationship where I've lived with someone and it's like we all work the same hours Monday to Friday and then we're home every weekend. I've traveled for the majority of my life. I've pretty much traveled since I was like 18. So a lot of the times it's like you're in it and then you're apart and then you're back, which I think is for me is very healthy. I love it when I'm away for someone for a week or 2 weeks and you see them and you're like, it's like, my favorite candy's back. That energy. I love that. That works for me. That may not work for you. Okay. So you got to have a look at what works for you. But what if they're in the shower and you jump in the shower? What if you wake up in the morning next to them and, do you know what a DJ is? Not a blowjob. It's a DJ. It's when they're still asleep and you start to give them a blowjob. Like, that could be something. Or even, I don't know, it's like, what clothing do you wear? It's like, what if you had a shirt on that was a little bit see-through and you took your bra off, and just started cooking dinner like that? It's like, how can you turn your partner on by being you? Okay? By being you. It's like, and, oh, do you know what? I just thought about something. I don't think I do have some here. Why do I have them in my office drawer, you ask? I don't have an answer for you. Intimate play for lovers, okay? This is something that I created with my lover. You can find out more about it at Intimate Play. I think it's intimateplaycards.com.au, and that will be in the show notes because I had to double check that. But we created these because we wanted to have this sense of play, right? Because especially if you're having sex with someone on a regular basis and a lot, I love when you have sex with someone and you know their body and they know your body, okay? But not from like, oh, I know how they will react like this. And no, it's just like, ooh, this part and this piece and this smell and this whatever, And then what if, like we created soft play and hard play, okay? Soft play because, hey, you're just starting out. It's like, in some of the soft play, I happen to pick up all the hard play here. Some of the soft play might be, making out with, kissing your lover for 1 minute without touching. You're just kissing, right? There's all these different things to create that sense of play and that sense of foreplay and that spark of what you're asking for. And then you get to the hard play, right? So the first one I just picked out here is edge your lover close to an orgasm only using your hands. Okay. The next one is lay down, close your eyes, relax. Your lover gets to gently touch your body for 3 minutes. So you just have to lie there and receive. How many of you are actually willing to receive from your partner? And it's for 3 minutes. Can I tell you, sometimes we've played these cards for hours, and sometimes it's just like, let's go, right? Hey, it's choice. It's all about choice. So how do you keep the spark alive? And, you can buy a deck of those cards, the intimate play cards for lovers, or not. It's up to you. But that energy, it's like I have a friend of mine, and what she did was her, I'm just looking where they are. Here we go. Yes, it's intimateplaycards.com. Okay, so that's it, intimateplaycards.com, and you can order from there. So she left the cards there on the table, and her husband came home, and she was like, cards or dinner? And so, he chose dinner, and I think they got pizza later or something like that. But what could you do to keep that spark alive? Now, I'm referring to sex. I'm going to refer to something else as well. What if you also kept the spark alive financially? How many of you have not been willing to keep the conversation and keep the magic and the miracles occurring financially? So I have a great tool for that. Because quite often the people in relationship, both of you, one's really good at talking about money, the other one's not, etc. Or, what you can do once a week, once a month, whatever you choose, book a restaurant, like a nice restaurant. I advise book a table for 4 or 3 so that you have a little bit of space. Because what I used to do was book a nice restaurant, nice bottle of wine, great food, and we used to take our computer so we could have a look at stuff that we had online and have like a financial 101 with our relationship. Where are we at? What would we like to create? What next? It's like, are we happy with where we're heading? So that you have these conversations, and it's not based on expectations and projections of someone without knowing where they're at. Ask them questions. It's like, are we creating enough financially for you? What else would you like? What are we not choosing that we could be choosing, right? So to keep the spark alive, basically be in question and ask your partner question too. Hey, how many of you have asked your partners, what is it that you would like to choose that we have not yet chosen? Just that. Just that. And you could say to them, hey, it could be financially, it could be geographically, like you want to go somewhere in the world, it could be sexually. What if we're not chosen that you would like to choose? It doesn't mean you have to do it, but let's explore something different, Let's explore something different. Because what if, relationships done different? Business, money, and profit. So profit is a willingness to have contribution in your life. Profit is that which expands your life, your business, and your finances. This class is not just for corporate, business owners, or entrepreneurs. This class is for anyone curious to discover what you can create in and as your life. Business, money, and profit. You can go to simonemilasas.com/Brazil because I'm doing a class live in Brazil on the 21st of April. Okay, so the next question is how to stop being insecure in a relationship. Stop it. So what is the insecurity giving you? Like, what are you creating insecurity for? What are you creating insecurity for? It's absolute bullshit. Really, it is. If you're creating insecurity, how many of you are trying to get it right? And everything at that is where you destroy and uncreate it, times a godzillion, right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, programs, creations, spaces, and beyond. Like, what are you creating with the insecurity? Are you trying to get someone to validate you, to acknowledge you? It's like, what if you were totally comfortable with you? Now, we have tools and access called the 5 Elements of Intimacy, which I absolutely love. And there's classes on it. I've got one not listed yet, but might be by the time this podcast comes out. And the 5 Elements of Intimacy are trust, honor, allowance, gratitude, and vulnerability. Here's a tool. Write them all out on Post-it notes. Write them somewhere that you can see it all the time. If you drive somewhere every day, put it on your steering wheel, or brushing your teeth, put it on your mirror, okay? Trust, honor, allowance, gratitude, vulnerability. Where are you not being those energies and those choices? Where are you not trusting you? Where are you not being honoring of you? Where are you not being in allowance of you? Where are you not being grateful for you? And where are you not being vulnerable with you? And everything that that is, times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creation, spaces, and beyond. Because if you have those 5 elements of intimacy with you, you do not have to be insecure with anybody. Nobody. Because the only thing that makes you insecure is you choosing it. The only thing that can intimidate you is you choosing to be intimidated. The only thing that can make you cranky or angry or frustrated is you choosing cranky, angry, and frustrated. The only thing that can make you happy is you choosing happy. It's your choice. What are you choosing? So what are you choosing insecurity for? What's it giving you? What are you gaining? What are you gaining and what are you losing? 2 great questions too. What are you proving with insecurity? And everything that is times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, programs, creation, spaces, and beyond. Oh my goodness, there is so much in these questions. I honestly thought that I would get through all of these in one go, and it's not. And there's a whole lot of people that sent in questions about relationships done different with their body in the workplace, etc. So I'll keep going on these, but like I said, please send in. You can send an email to sm@accessconsciousness.com. You can also slide into our DMs on Choice, Change, and Action podcast, or on my Simone Milasas Instagram. We have 2. And give me some questions of what you would like to hear about with money and business, and we'll put those together and do some podcasts on that too. Because again, I would like to help you choose more, like be more. Why not? Hey, ¿por qué no? Let's be everything that we can be today. So again, thank you so much for being here. It's a little short and sweet, but oh my goodness, there's a bunch of tools in there. And if you like this show, please share it. Please subscribe. It helps so much for us to create more and be more if you subscribe. Easy for me to say. Subscribe. Write a review. I would love it if you would write a review as well and share it with anyone and everyone that you would like. And I do actually have a relationship done different class coming up soon as well, and it's going to be online only. So it's going to be online only, and I'm finding it's at the end of April. So it starts on the 25th of April. That's US time zone, because I will be at El Lugar. I'll be in Costa Rica, which I'm very excited about. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, listening. Thanks for being you. New possibilities today, ladies and gentlemen. New possibilities. Thanks, everybody.